The oldest field sport in history is known to be called stickball. Stickball is a very passionate traditional sport amongst the Choctaw people. Today I plan on talking about stickball. I want to talk about stickball because I have played it since I was 8. This traditional sport, like any other sport, requires a lot of practice. Stickball is a part of the Choctaw culture. I will explain how stickball is played, how Choctaw stickball differs from Cherokee stickball, and the rituals. I will begin with how the traditional sport is played. An article written by Tammy Greer and Harold Comby called Stickball Fever talks about Choctaw stickball. It was played by southeastern American Indians historically to solve intra and inter-tribal conflicts. Today, stickball is played not to settle disputes, but rather to play in the World Series stickball tournament held around mid-July annually at the Choctaw Indian Fair. This gives more time for each stickball team to practice before the scheduled game time. Practices varies from late February to late March dependent on the stickball teams. In the UGA website, it includes on how to play stickball. This includes the 2 traditional rules of Choctaw stickball. You cannot touch the ball with your hands, and you can only tackle the person who has possession of the ball. Stickball Fever talks about that the game begins with a toss of the ball into the air. Stickball sticks are then used to transport the stickball down the field until a shooter has shot at the goal of a 12-foot high, 4-inch in diameter pole. The goals are located at each end of the football field, which then the defenders guard the goal with their stickball sticks held high and ready to deflect the stickball on its way to the goal. Now I will talk about the difference between the Choctaw and the Cherokee ways of stickball. I found something that was interesting that includes the variations of stickball. I have found variations of stickball on the UGA website. Cherokee stickball differs from Choctaw stickball in some ways. Unlike Choctaw stickball, you can tackle anyone at any time in Cherokee stickball. In Choctaw stickball, you cannot tackle anyone anytime you want. If so, the tackler gets ejected from the game for about 5 minutes. 2 stickball sticks are used in the Choctaw way, whereas Cherokee uses only 1 stick. In Cherokee stickball, after you pick up the ball with your stick, you can put it in your hand and run down the field. However, the Choctaw ways differ. If you pick up the ball with the stick, you do not put it in your hands. The ball stays inside the cup of the stick until the person throws the stickball. Scoring differs in Cherokee stickball. To score in Cherokee stickball, you must run through the goal, 2 stakes set into the ground about 2 meters apart, then back onto the field. Now you have learned about Choctaw stickball differing from Cherokee stickball. Something that seemed interesting found in the Stickball Fever article talks about the rituals. In the article, it says the rituals are sometimes involved in making the sticks and playing the game. During the stickball stick making process, it talks about that some sticks makers sleeps with their sticks so that they can become one with the sticks, especially if the sticks are for personal use. I make stickball sticks myself, but I never slept with my sticks to become one with my stick. Another interesting finding about the rituals is that some fast or eat only certain foods prior to playing the game. They may also engage in purification process where they may include or refrain from certain foods, prayers, and behaviors. The Yopon Hali Black drink was traditionally used part of a purification ritual before stickball games, which I never participated in but found this information interesting, and that is tea. In conclusion, I have talked about this traditional sport, how it's played. There are variations of stickball and the ritual. Anybody of any race and gender can participate in stickball if they would want to or would like to.